In this video, I'm going to plan out a week on one page on the lined notes pages of my Erin Condren monthly planner. Hi, I'm Kristen, and I post functional planning videos on my channel a couple times a week. If you're like me and you need a gentle reminder to just keep it simple, please make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be right back. Guess what? Today is the first day I'm filming anything in my new studio space. It's finally set up functionally. I'm still working on getting it to be nice and pretty and everything. I might insert a couple of quick little sneaky images of it just so you can see in the meantime, but I'm hoping to have like a whole video where I kind of show you everything, but I wanted to wait until I got everything like, you know, done. So anyhow, this is my monthly planner and this is the current week, and I'm steadily working through my list, and I've got lots of stuff that I need to get on the page over here. And let's look at the monthly. So this is going to be what, week 33, which is this week right here, and there is not much going on except in the middle of the week. On Thursday I've got a couple of appointments, and Wednesday isn't really like set in stone to be this day, but this is just a note that I left for myself about it being 100 days until our first frost. And that's important if you're planting something like pumpkin, or I don't know, I can't even think of anything off the top of my head right now. Maybe watermelon, I don't know, that one might be like 80 days. But anyway, it takes, for certain crops, it takes, you know, a certain amount of time for that crop to be ready, and you want that to be ready before the first frost. So our first frost is in like late November, and so 100 days before that is this day. So right now it is the 11th, and I'm kind of working on getting my warm fall garden ready, and so that is just the reminder date. Like, this is about the time that I need to be thinking about, am I gonna plant pumpkins, for example. So but I'll get into that a little more. I know this isn't a gardening channel, but I will get into that more in the weeks, because I have some notes about the garden that I need to kind of note in my week. But that's all that is going on. This is actually the first full week of school. My son will be doing his first tennis lessons of the school year starting on Monday, I guess. I don't know, it's still like 105 degrees out every day, even at 6 p.m. when his lessons are, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see. Anyhow, let's get the week going. I've got my menu here and all this other good stuff that we'll add into the week. So let's get started. And I am not going to use a whole ton of stickers, because last week I kind of just I was like over it in the middle of the whole thing. And let me grab my little planning basket. I've got microns in here, and I found some other microns in my stash. If you watched last week's Plan With Me, you'll see that I had microns on here to purchase new ones, and I found some in my stash when I was moving office. So this one's really fine. I don't want that one, but this is the 8. And so I wanted the 5s, that's what this line is, but the 8 is thicker, so I like a thick line, so that'll work. And then I also have the 1, which is a little fine, but I think I'm gonna hold off on buying the microns until I try these out and see if I need them. And I'm gonna draw the same layout. So let's move some of these sticky notes out of the way. Put them here. The sticky notes that I have some related to my meal prep. I've got some related to my garden that I'm working on. And this is for Big Brother, Big Brother 25 on Paramount Plus. This is like the day each episode is available, because it airs on CBS like on Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but it's not available to stream on demand on Paramount Plus until, you know, the next day. So I just kind of have like a little note about that. I have been watching Big Brother since the beginning, since the very first season. The very first season was like super different than the current like concept of the show. The basic concept was the same, but just the show itself was very different than what it kind of like evolved to be. Anyway, I have not watched the past few seasons. I can't remember the last time I watched it, just because we were just doing other things, I guess. And so didn't end up watching the past few seasons, but this time I want to watch it. I think it'll give me something like fun to look forward to in the evenings. And I've been kind of looking for a show that I could watch that I couldn't like binge watch, because I think I mismeasured here real quick. Let me just check my measurements so that my grid doesn't end up being crooked. Huh. My measurements are right. It just looked off. Okay. Anyway, so I just wanted to show that I can't binge watch, because that's kind of like my problem with TV is I will just sit and I'll make like an opportunity to watch TV, like it's like a little treat, and then oh well, the next episode is just, you know, right there, so why not start the next episode? And then it kind of turns into just like not really a treat anymore, but more just like I'm gonna sit here and watch it until my eyes start bleeding. And then it's like it's not like a fun thing anymore, it's like a waste of time. Do you know what I mean? I don't think watching TV is a waste of time. I think gluing myself to the TV because I want to keep like watching a story unfold can be a waste of time when I want to do other things. Anyhow, so something like Big Brother, it will give me an opportunity to kind of force myself to stop working on something and just kind of go zone out and watch something for an hour, like before I start like the bedtime routine. And I don't know, I'm gonna try it and see if I end up getting like backed up on episodes and then I don't like want to catch up because it takes too long. I don't know, I might just drop it. I have a lot of Formula One to watch. Currently we're in August, which August there's a break, but once we start back up at the end of the month, there's like tons to watch. So like Big Brother on top and Formula One together, that's gonna be a lot of TV time, and I'd rather watch Formula One. So I don't know. Anyhow, that was just like a long ramble about Big Brother and TV while I was drawing my little grid here. And then, yeah, let me go ahead and write out the days of the week here. The 14th. I still don't like writing with the micron, but it does make a good bold line. All right, so let's see. What do we want to put on here first? I need to write in my appointments before I forget. So I have a 9 a.m. appointment on Thursday for my lashes. And this is going to be my last lash appointment. I canceled my membership and this is the last appointment, like to finish out like the credits I had already paid for. And then I'm gonna just give them a break for a while. I can't really wear mascara. It makes my eyes itch really bad, but I do have some like magnetic eyelashes. Like if I feel like I need a little something something. And I do have one mascara that I can wear every now and then, but if I have it on too long, my eyes start itching a lot, and I don't know what that is, but it's just been a thing since I was a teenager. I can't find any, like, you know, formulations like sensitive eyes or organic or any. I've tried everything, and really the Maybelline Full and Soft is the only one I can wear. The non-waterproof, just basic Maybelline Full and Soft, and that's fine for me. I don't really need a whole ton of mascara anyway. I have long lashes, but they're just like not dark. And so like I was getting my eyelashes done because then I wouldn't ever have to wear mascara. Like they were always ready, I guess, and I never had to like worry about rubbing my eyes or anything like that. And yeah, so that's why I was getting my lashes done, but now I don't know, it was just time to stop for a while. All right, so we have all of the actual like appointments, which was really only Thursday, and now let's go ahead and write in the goal related things, and that is to do food prep on Sunday. So this is food prep day, and then I need to get groceries delivered on Friday morning. And again, I wrote too big, so grocery is it. And I'm going to go ahead and put these on my little placeholder here. There's been some changes here, and I'll talk about that in a second. Currently, we're still in week 33, and I haven't done prep yet because I do it on Sundays, and today is Friday of week 33. So I'm just gonna set that on top, and then as soon as I do that, I will move that over. And then, okay, I guess we can just start talking about these. So this is my little goal system, my Kanban system that I set up. And these are my goals for the quarter, and then I move them to the monthly dashboard when I choose which goals I want to work on. And then after I have done them, I check them off. It's like a little interactive thing, so when I peel it off, I can check it off there, and then I can go and put it on the done section. So that's just kind of how I have my Kanban system set up in my planner. But this month, I realized I needed some more space. So I had planned on doing my studio like move-in refresh situation, and I thought I would only have like the 3 tasks that I chose from that goal to focus on. But then I ended up like continuing because I had the help and I had the time, and it was just kind of like, let's just do it while we can. And I ordered the desks and I moved in the office and everything. So it's kind of like mostly done, except for some other little tweaks. And we realized like this goal here, the corner shelves, we can't really demolish. I wanted them demolished just to not be there whenever we painted, but then when we started looking at it, it was going to be like a way bigger project than we were prepared to take on just like in a weekend. So I went ahead and left them. We painted around them. They're working out for now. It's not ideal, and we kind of decided that there was going to be like different phases to this. Right now it was just really important to get this space functional and to not wait for like perfection to do it, because you know I still need to make videos every week, and this makes it so much easier to have everything set up. So instead of like putting it off whenever we like kind of hit like a little bump in the road, I'm just ignoring that, and then I kind of moved on to the next steps. And so right now I'm still working on like organizing it and styling, and styling like putting the things on the wall and getting like a plant and the different lighting and stuff like that. So that's still on here, and I just kind of like moved because I needed more space. So I just kind of moved into this blank spot that I was kind of just using as a placeholder for these things. So anyhow, that is what's going on with that. And I might consider, by the time we get to the September plan with me, using this space in a different way. I've got a couple of different ideas, but we'll get to that when we get to it. This is a new addition. My son's tennis coach has changed the way the academy is accepting like tuition payments, and so we have like different due dates now and whatever. And basically, so with tennis and with my son's hot lunch, I just need to know how many school days are in the month. And so let me show you that real quick. I did this little thing here where for each month I need to know how many school days there are, and then basically how much he needs to have in his lunch account, and then how much I need to pay for tennis on the 1st. So that's what that is. And I just kind of put this here while I was working on that page so that I could just remember that this is a spot where I can write that in for next month. It's already done for this month, so I didn't really like take the time. Later on, whenever I like want to play around or something, I might kind of figure out how I want that to look in this box. But this is like my school mom life box, like anything that has to do with like my son and his activities and his school and what he's got going on, that kind of goes in this box. So anyway, I know we're doing a weekly plan with me, not a monthly, but I just wanted to mention that because this stuff does affect my weekly plans. I'm still working on making the digital product. The savings thing isn't going to happen until week 34, so that doesn't need to go on there. And then the invitations I don't have to do. So my son said that he doesn't want an actual invitation. He's just going to text his friends, which is fine with me. But he's not going to do that until like at least week 34, probably week 35. I don't know. Do you send invitations like 2 weeks in advance? I think so. That would be week 34. And then the favors, you know what? The favors I can put, let me just set that on my week so I can remember to write that in. And then, so the invitations, that's just so that I can remind him to send his text. And then that will be later in the month. And so, yeah, I don't really have anything else. Today is the 11th. Yeah. And so I don't need to check anything off here. Movement, I don't have any movement because I just haven't been intentionally moving. I've been moving office and going up and down the stairs and stuff like that, but I haven't done any like yoga specifically or gone for a walk specifically. That will change going into next week. When my son's at tennis practice, I'll go take a walk. And we've got the menu for the week, which still looks good. The thing about Thursday is I have something going on when my son is supposed to be at tennis practice, so I'm gonna need to do that. I might switch around the salsa chicken with the salmon because this is a crock pot meal and that's like easier to keep like warm and such. So I think we'll do that, but I don't need to write that here. That's something that I will just have. Okay, and then so actually let me put a little crock pot emblem sticker thingy icon. That's the word I'm looking for. So these are from Planner Kate, and I'm just gonna take any color because we're not worrying about we're not really worried about the colors this week. And this is just so that I can remember to put the food in the crock pot on Thursday morning. And that's gonna go back in here. I don't need any of this, right? No. All right, so let's get to the to-do list, and let me go ahead and draw that in with, I like using this little like banner thingy. I always do it. If I'm not doing like a label, I do that. I don't know, I like it. And let's just do it right here. Okay, and I'll write to do with this in case I decide to add a pop of color with the highlighters. Okay, and that's it for that, and I shouldn't need that anymore. All right, so order groceries on Thursday. That is a every week thing. That is one of my goals, which I'm gonna get groceries regardless, but it's important to me to get them ordered on Thursday so they're delivered on Friday so that I'm ready for food prep on the weekend. So that's just the routine, and it's important that I stick to it. I need to make a food prep list, which I kind of wrote out here. I might just end up using this, but I don't like the sticky note. It doesn't really like stick. So I'm just gonna write that here. Food prep list. And I can write, you know, I might use the little TV icons for this, but let's do here, and then that was Wednesday, right? So am I like way down here? I'm sorry. The fall garden stuff. So let's talk fall garden. At the beginning of the year, I think I set like a goal to learn about landscaping and get my yard all landscaped and pretty, and then that just kind of fizzled out. But I still want to do a vegetable garden, and I didn't get one done in time for like summer, but I don't know, maybe that was like a small blessing because it's been so hot this summer. I kind of feel like stuff would have died. It's so bad. And I would like to get some things out for the fall garden, which is still going to be warm enough to do a lot of the summer crop. We have a super long growing season here in my area, so like I can get like an entire second garden. Like when you think about like springtime and doing like a vegetable garden throughout the summer, like double that, and I can do it like twice. So I still have a chance, and so I'm going to see about making that happen. And I was kind of looking at how the light falls in my yard at this time of year, and I really only have the space to do container like green beans and cucumbers, and I might be able to do tomatoes and peppers. I don't have any plants. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can put seeds in the ground or in my 5-gallon pots for green beans and cucumbers, and I can put them I can put the containers where the sun is falling in my backyard. But my tomatoes and peppers, I haven't started the seeds yet, and because it's so hot, I think I might actually have time. Like I might be able to start the seeds for those, kind of put them in the shade a little bit, not in the shade, but like put them where they'll get morning sun, but then in the afternoon they'll be like protected by the shade. And then those seeds might actually like pop up and make plants in time for them to produce before we get the frost. So I'm gonna try that. So how do I wanna do this? I might make like a little side checklist down here. And then I also have like a little list here of some different herbs and flowers I can start. So let's do party favors up here and just get that out of the way. And I can move that back to my dashboard. And yeah, I'm gonna do like a little separate like garden checklist down here. And look at how long my checklist got this week. So like I still need tons of space for that. But like some of these I started writing, like there were like 3 of them that really only needed one, like one line, and I just kept writing. So I think if I just kind of start like on the weekend section here, this should be enough space. All right. If not, That's what sticky notes are for. We just add to a sticky note and stick it on top of the stuff that's already been checked off. Don't need that. Okay, so let's write, oh, actually, let me write garden with the micron in case I want to go, you know, wild with highlighters at the end. Speaking of go wild, that was a good transition there. Didn't even plan that. They announced that Go Wild's going to be in Dallas this year. Honestly, I'm still on the fence about going. I'm just, real quick, I'm just copying over some of these things to here. I'm on the fence about going because I didn't want to go anyway. Like, even if it was in, like, if it was somewhere where I would have to like travel really far to, I definitely would not have gone. Like, it wasn't something that I was like excited for. And then they announced it was in Dallas, and it's like, okay, that's a 4-hour drive. Like, I could totally do it. There's going to be people there that I met, like at the Erin Condren event I went to in April, that I would love to see again. And so it was kind of like one of those things where then I started thinking, oh, I might actually go. I really don't want to spend the money on it at all. And I don't know, I just don't think I'm going to actually go to the conference. And right now, I think my idea is that I might see if anyone would want to like hang out after the conference, and maybe I'll go up for like one night and not actually buy a ticket to the conference. I just don't think it's for me, to be honest. I don't know. It's just not, it's never been something I wanted to do. I did meet a couple of the people involved in putting on the conference at the Erin Condren event, and they seem like really nice people, and I don't know, I'm not like anti-Go Wild, I just don't think it's for me. Yeah. So anyhow, I don't know. I have time to decide. You know, I have plenty of time. I'm like let's say leaning like 90% not buying a conference ticket, you know? And yeah, we're just gonna, I don't know. Are you going? If you're going, tell me in the comments. And if like every single person that watches my channel is going, then maybe I'll go. I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking. And I don't know. Then we'll go from there. I think, I don't know. Tickets go on sale for like the public in like September, right? Like September 1st or something like that. I'm not like a Wild University member, and I'm not going to be. So the pre-order situation doesn't apply to me. So, okay, so now I want to add some little notes here for Big Brother. And look at this, is like a little sneak peek of what I'm doing with my reusable sticker book. I'm organizing it again. I constantly reorganize this thing, and it takes forever because I have to move every single sticker, but that's okay. It gives me something to do. I used the Erin Condren vegan leather tabs for this, and I like it so far. So keep an eye out for the video where I go over like all of my sticker org. I know I keep teasing that, and I'm sorry. I'm working on it, and I'm getting there, and we will have something to look at soon. Okay, let's use these little TVs back here. Do I want to use just the icons? I think I'm going to use the labels here. And I kind of have an idea of doing, let's see. What if I take these TVs and like, they're big enough that I can write like BB in them, and then I can write like HOH, veto, and eviction, and then I can put them on each day. Wow, I have no idea when my camera shut off. I actually learned about the camera shutting off situation. My husband looked it up for me because I kept complaining about it. It will shut off after 30 minutes, so I need to set like a little like 25-minute timer when I start filming so that I can make sure I don't like I have like time before shutting. I can turn it off myself and then start recording again so that I don't lose everything. I hope I wasn't talking for too long before I realized it. I put the TVs here to indicate which nights I can watch Big Brother, and I'm actually just gonna put this back here just to remember to do it next week. And I also was talking about lighting. Okay, so you may or may not notice, I prefer to always use natural light when I film. Sometimes that's, you know, an issue because I obviously can only use natural light when it's daylight and when we're not having like weather that prevents it. But now that I have my new studio space set up, I can use an artificial light. I have a ring light, and I was able to set that up in a way that I could use it if I need to. I'm gonna turn it off real quick and see if you can see the difference. There, so that would be the natural light, and that's normally what I film with. And actually I probably should have just filmed with it, but this was really just like an experiment to see how the video would turn out. And so this is the current natural light situation, and I like it better. Looking at the viewfinder, I definitely like it better without the artificial light. But the point is that now that I have this space, I can film things when I want to work on something when I don't have natural light. And so I really just wanted to see what would it look like if I was using artificial light. Is that something that I can work with? Like if tonight I decide to organize my sticker book and I want to film it, like, can I turn that light on and will it look good? Anyway, you know, that's all. So I definitely prefer the natural light, and I'm gonna stick with that as much as possible, but I did like that, like this setup kind of like works in case I do need a light. So let me think, is there anything else I need to do? Oh, I need to place a Planner Kate order. So Planner Kate did the new releases for October last week on Wednesday of the, well, current week, this day. And I don't usually purchase on new release day because I like to wait for the following Warehouse Wednesday to see like what's on sale in case I want to, you know, get some more stuff. And so I always wait until the following Wednesday after new release week. And so I'm gonna wait and see what Warehouse Wednesday ends up being, and then I'll place my order regardless. And I am gonna get a few things from the October release because I am a sucker for Halloween and fall stickers. Like, I don't know why. We know that I don't typically like to use a ton of stickers, and every time I do, I get overwhelmed with it, but I can't help it. I just can't help it. And I was thinking like I could try to make October be like all Halloween because that's like my favorite holiday. My favorite day to like decorate for, you know, like I just love it. I love Halloween decorations. They're just like my favorite. So anyway, I'm gonna get a couple of things from both of the Halloween themed design options. One's called like Spooky and one is called Boo. And then I am gonna get a roll of washi from, I think, Spooky. And then I'm gonna get a couple of things from the Touchdown collection as well, just because I think it's very pretty. I like the little footballs and the floral. I think it's really cute. So anyway, that was a long way of saying I needed to place a order with Planner Kate. And filming. So Monday I'm filming. No. Did I change that back to Tuesday? I did. I'm still tweaking my schedule. Now that I'm in a different room, I can film on Tuesdays again. Tuesday's the day that my lawn service was coming, and so I was trying not to film on Tuesdays because it would always happen that they would work on our lawn, and it seemed like everybody's lawn service happens on Tuesdays. But now that I'm in the room that I'm in, you don't hear that as much, and so Tuesdays are better for me for that, so let's do filming on Tuesdays and still on Fridays. And I just thought of something. My groceries are supposed to get here at some point, and they're not here yet, and my phone is on silent, so now I'm worried about it. Okay, groceries are supposed to be here in about 30 minutes, so okay, we're good. All right, and so filming I got on there, and I need to look at my monthly. I can put my sticker book away. I need to look at my monthly stuff. So what do we have in this section? I still haven't done my car, and I think I'm gonna need to water my plants next week, and I don't need to feed them. So those are the last two things on my list here. So let's do a car detail. That is really just like, I'm gonna go clean out my glove box and my center console. I'm gonna vacuum it. I'm gonna take everything out of the car that doesn't need to be in there. It's not like a legit detail where I take it somewhere and have them like go over it with like a toothbrush or anything. It's just really just clean out the car like better than I normally do. And then go get it washed. And then the other thing was water the plants. And that is conditional. Like I'm gonna check on them and see if they even want water. If they do, I'll water them. If they don't, we'll just wait till next week. I need to finish the office. So this is like the room that I'm in now, I'm referring to as like my studio, and the room that I used to refer to as my office is now like empty, and I need to rearrange the furniture that stays in there and just kind of clean it up, vacuum it, dust it, get it all just like reset to just like an empty office. Kind of clean up the rest of the stuff that's kind of sitting around in there. So finish the office. And my son's gonna get his Chromebook on Monday, and it's already Friday and I haven't scheduled an appointment for Monday, so I don't need to worry about that. I just didn't want him to have, like an orthodontist appointment or something and miss getting his Chromebook, because that's what they get all their homework on. Okay, and then I just need to work on my Monday start date strips. I think I found a font that's gonna work. Monday start strips. I have it in my cart. I need to purchase it, and then on Monday I can actually like make the strips, I think. And I think that's it. I have the lashes, I have the meeting. I'm just gonna write 6 p.m. here, and I'm just gonna write tennis begins. I don't think I'll forget, but it's there just in case. And I'm thinking that is it for this Plan With Me, finally. So I think I have everything I need, and I am going to go ahead and call it there before I keep rambling, because obviously my camera has been going for more than 30 minutes. So that means this video is pretty long. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing. I post videos like this on my channel all the time. So if you liked this one, you're gonna like some of the other ones. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.